Good afternoon. This is Tech Talk, and I'm your co-host for today, Robert Navarro.
I'm your co-host, Billy Bricker.
And today, on the first agenda, we have the Reaper.
Now, Robert, what is the Reaper?
The Reaper is, in short, the big brother of the Predator drone.
Oh, the Predator drone. Isn't that like the one that they sort of use? It's a drone, right? Just a normal drone, but they just had some cluster bombs strapped to the bottom of it.
Yes,
So,
kind of, yeah.
I mean, what could be different than that? I mean, how could this be any different?
This one can sink a boat.
A boat, like my little sailboat?
No, like it just sunk a ship just recently, and it is paired with a few missiles, a minigun, and several other weapons. So think of it as, if it were a helicopter, it would be the Apache.
Ah, so an unmanned Apache.
Pretty much.
That might be a little bit dangerous, you know. Of course.
Well, that's why it's in the government's hands.
Yeah.
Next. Oh, moving your Wi-Fi router can increase signal to go from one room into 3, by just
Oh yeah. Well,
turning
that just
it a
has
few
to
inches.
do with so stuff happens in waves.
Yeah.
And sometimes kind of there's a soft spot in the waves. So
Soft spot?
like it's when without explaining physics too hard, it's just the waves are at such a point that they collide so that they cancel out.
Okay.
It's kind of like yeah.
Well, maybe this video can give us a visual.
Yeah. Here, let's watch the video and I'll show you what I mean.
Okay.
So
they haven't turned it yet.
yeah. So
Here it goes.
That
Here it
video?
goes. Oh. I see. So
you notice how there's light and dark spots?
it just projects the waves in a different angle.
It's kind of, without getting into acoustics, you know how some rooms have really good reverberation?
Yeah.
Like the Ala Magna, for example? Like you just hear
Yes.
everything in there. It just has to do with the way the waves bounce off the walls.
Okay.
If the waves bounce off the walls just right, they collide into each other and kind of cancel each other out a little bit.
Okay. So thank you for that explanation. That actually helped a whole lot. Honestly, it really did.
Are
Are you poor?
Well, I'm a college student, Robert. I mean, what else would I be?
Are you all about that bass?
I am all about that bass, no trouble.
We got the best headphones you could buy for under $10. Well, it's the best headphones for bass under $80, believe it or not.
Now, how could this possibly be better than Beats by Dre?
As 20mm driver,
20mm driver?
which is pretty much about twice as big as a standard driver in regular headphones. And this one you can actually buy over probably on Amazon for about $8.02.
$8.02. So that's like.
So you don't have to get Beats, you don't have to get Bose. You can just get these and still have the same quality, probably even better.
All right.
Pretty nice.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. And what was that company again?
Monoprice.
Monoprice.
Here, let's scroll up so people can see it. It is the Monoprice 8320 Enhanced Bass Hi-Fi Noise Isolating Earphones.
All right, I'll have to try them out.
Look it up.
All right. So next on the agenda
best.
was something that I pulled up for you, Robert. It's these new glasses by Enchroma. So you know how sometimes people are colorblind, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what it is when people are colorblind, most people aren't fully colorblind. It's just you have cones and rods in your eyes, right? They take in light signals. So sometimes you have certain cones and rods, as is in this picture right here.
Okay.
That
yeah, I see it.
they have trouble telling the difference between green and red.
Just because they seem so
They're just a little
similar
bit. Well, it's just like when people with glasses. It's not that they can't see. It's just their retina is shaped a little bit differently, so that if you add a little lens to it, it can change the focal point of the light and make it easier to see. Well, these glasses do something very similar. What they do is they slightly modify the wavelength so that it's a lot easier to distinguish between red and green, for example, in this picture right here.
I see it. Wow. So this can solve color blindness.
Well, it's not all color blindness. It does make sure to say that because some people don't have the cones and rods, so they can't see. But more than 80% of people who are colorblind it's just the shape is different, not that they don't have it.
Okay. So this doesn't cure it, but it does help it.
Yeah. Anyway, without getting too off topic, it really just color blindness wasn't really a big deal until Air Force made it a requirement in like 1940s that you have to have color vision to fly at night. And some people were really disappointed because they found out they were colorblind. All right.
So let's see. What is last on our agenda? Cyber ants.
Cyber ants. Oh man.
They have they're powered by AA batteries and they have their own processor and they are just awesome.
Oh, do you know the whole initiative behind insect technology?
No.
All right.
Explain that to me.
So what it is a group of technologists got together and they sort of wanted to start and say, these are really simple life forms, ticks and bugs and ants. And they wanted to try to recreate those with technology. Just some of the things that they can do. For example, there's a grasshopper bot, which hops places because in rough terrain, it's very hard to get wheels, like if it's really rocky. So if you just hop from place to place, you just jump over all the obstacles.
That makes sense, yeah.
So what they're trying to do here is they're trying to, it's 3D, here, why don't you?
Let's see what's going on here. 3D printed body, so we can possibly 3D print this over here at all that.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing behind the movement is that all of the parts, all of the robots aren't super expensive. Like you go to like some of the more humanoid robots that try to be humanoids, they're super expensive. Like I couldn't afford it.
Wow.
But these are 3D printed, which means that they're made for hopefully when combined with the new liquid 3D printing for industrial, we'll be able to be easily accessed at a large scale.
Okay, well, it looks like we have video here, and I guess we'll end off with this video. And so, this is Tech Talk. My name is Robert Navarro.
I'm Billy Brickner, and we hope you had a wonderful Tech Talk.